Welcome to the tutorial for the IKEA V5. In today's video, I'll be showing you how to build this farm and what you need to build it. But before we start, I would like to go over some quick details about this farm. So yeah. Okay, so first of all, this farm makes 720 kelp a second, which requires 3,600 smokers to function properly. And second of all, it was inspired by this guy, ETC. So I want to give credits to him because I did use the same powering system. If we look at this, the dispensers here go all the way along, and then they go up and power the crafters and that. But otherwise, it's original. But yeah, that's what I used. So credits to him. If you want to check out his channel, I'll link that in the description, and I'll link his Discord in the description as well. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so the materials that you're going to need are 18 stacks plus 62 blue concrete, 6 stacks plus and 16 of observers, 4 stacks and 18 yellow concrete, 3 stacks and 48 hoppers, 3 stacks of note blocks, 2 stacks and 52 dispensers, a stack and 60 blue stained glass, a stack and 56 chests, a stack of comparators, 62 blue ice or packed ice, 62 yellow stained glass, 60 crafters, 60 pistons, 60 redstone dust, 60 spruce fence gates, 60 target blocks, 60 kelp, 30 soul sand, 6 waxed copper bulbs, 4 sticky pistons, 2 block of redstone, and 1 lever. Do note that this can be any copper bulb, and that these blocks can be any solid block. So blue concrete can be any solid block, this can be any solid block, and the blue ice can be packed ice, and the yellow stained glass and blue stained glass can be any type of glass. And spruce fence gates can be any fence gate. So let's get started. Okay, so to start off, you want to place 15 blue concrete in a line like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Then some yellow concrete in the same length. And finally more blue concrete. Then you want to place dispensers like this. So facing upwards, on top of the blue blocks. And in the middle, you want to place soul sand. And once you've done this, you want to place a hopper going into these bottom dispensers on the sides. This. Then you want to place dispensers on top of those, like this. And same thing on this side. Then hoppers on top of those. And finally dispensers on top of those hoppers. Then you want to place hoppers on top of these dispensers as well. And chests like this. And same thing on this side. Then I recommend grabbing some temporary blocks. And you're going to place them one out from the chests in a line like this. Then grab your crafters. And after you place them, you want to go inside of them and select every slot. Like click on every slot except for the middle one, or just like any slot. So it should not look like this. Should not look like this. Can look like this or like this. Just make sure that one slot is gray and all the others are white. And then just do that for all the crafters. Then we want to do the same thing on this side. So temporary block like this. And crafters like this. Then go inside of them and select every box again. Now we can go ahead and break the temporary blocks. Now you want to place hoppers on top of these crafters. This. And once you've done that, that's the crafters done right now. So we want to come down here. And you might want to get a pearl for this. And you can pearl in under here. And you probably also want to place temporary blocks along here. Like this. And then you want to place observers like this. So face the dirt. And once you get over the block line, so you can place blocks, so spam blocks. Once you get over, you can click it. Just make sure that the face is facing the dirt and the red little dot is facing the blue concrete. So once we break the dirt, it should all look like this. The faces should be visible. Then do the same thing on this side, so just a bunch of temporary blocks. Pearl in here. And then observers like this. And break all the temporary blocks and make sure it all looks correct. Then we can go ahead and place our observers like this. So you start over here by placing a observer either in the floor like this, or place a temporary block right here and right click on that dirt block. So the face should be this way and all observers should look like that. So this little arrow should be going this way. Then just do the same thing on this side. So temporary block and then a bunch of observers. There we go. And once you've done that, we want to place observers like this so they go up instead. You can stand on top here and just jump on all of these. And on top of these observers, we want to place no blocks. Same thing on this side. So you can stand here, jump, and jump, or you don't need to jump, but if you want to, you can jump. You just need to place observers on top of all the observers, and the red dot should be upwards, and then no block on top, of course. And just repeat this step for the other layer of dispensers. So like this. Same thing on this side. And note blocks. And then you want to place observers like this. So the red dot should be facing outwards of the second hopper layer, observer layer. So like this. And then upwards. And no blocks on top. Same thing on this side. Observers like this. Then upward. And no blocks. And that's the powering system for that done. And for this, you might want to grab your temporary blocks again. Place it right there and right there. Pearl in under here. And make sure you're not going over this little block line. Face this block and place an observer. So when you break the temporary blocks, it should be facing upwards like this on the last layer of observers here. Same thing on this side, just two dirt like that, pearl in under, face upwards, and place it like that. Should look like this. Once you've done this, you want to place your note blocks on top of these blocks. And you want to place an observer line like this. So from left to right, it should look like this. And this block, and like here, you want to place a temporary block, an observer, and a note block. So it should look like this. And break the temporary block, and it should power all of the dispensers. And now you want to place a temporary block right here, an observer like this, and an observer right here. So it should look like exactly like this. So make sure yours looks like this with the face here, face there. Then you want to grab a sticky piston, place it right there, and you can place a blue concrete on top with a lever. And pulling this lever is gonna activate the farm and make it look like this. It's probably not gonna blink like that for you. That's a texture pack I have, but yeah, you should still hear some noises. And yeah, it's gonna power the entire farm. And when you stop, it's gonna stop all the ticking. Now we want to grab our blue and yellow stained glass and place it like this. So yellow in the middle, blue on the sides, and just make it go up. And on top of these chests, we want to place pistons. So you can place temporary blocks here if you want, all along. And some like right here if you want to have something to stand on. And so then you just grab your pistons and you walk along, place them like this. Make sure they're all facing this way. And then we can break these ones. Oh, that hop's not supposed to be broken, but these temporary blocks. And place them over here instead. And do the same thing, so like this. And then including the pistons, you want to count upwards. So 1, 2, yellow concrete there, by the way, all along these hopper lines. So like this. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're gonna go one higher, so 10 blocks up, including the pistons. So yeah, 9 blocks on top of the pistons. So just like this. Same thing on this side, so just go like this, all the way to the top. Okay, so once we've done this, you want to place your blue glass all the way to the top. Like this. And the yellow stained glass all the way to the top. And on the sides here, we're gonna want to make a wall like this. And break these temporary blocks if you haven't already, by the way. Yeah, we're gonna make a wall like this. And it should be 3 blocks long, so like this. And just make it go all the way down like that. And then blocks there as well. And right here. Then grab your target blocks. Place them on top of these chests, so between the hoppers and the pistons. Same thing on this side. Then redstone dust on top. Yellow concrete right here where the redstone meets the blue concrete. Place this with yellow concrete, but you might want to break 2 blocks because this is going to be an observer and it should now look like this. Same thing on this side, so break these 2 blocks. You want to place a hopper right there facing down. So the arrows should look like this, going upwards, and yellow concrete like that. And we want to place note blocks right there, and on top of those as well. So it should look like this now. And this block should be a note block. And yeah, make sure it looks like that. Now we want to go to the other side and basically make the wall on this side as well. So, yep. blue glass, yellow glass, and all the way to the top. Same thing with the blue glass. And on the sides, we want to add our blue concrete. Sure, it goes all the way out, so it covers the crafters as well. It should now look something like this. Then we want to go inside of the farm like this. And you also needed an infinite water source, so just grab 2 buckets and place them like this. So water all along here. On one side, it should be the side that the lever is on. And you want to place water like this. And then you want to grab your kelp. Place it on all the dispensers like this. You're not going to be able to place on this one yet because the water hasn't flowed there yet. If you really wanted to, then you can place another layer of kelp. Then we want to break these 2 layers in the wall that the water is not on. And you want to break another layer of this and replace it with ice. Then you can grab your temporary blocks and place them like this. And you want to place fence gates facing those dirt blocks. Open all of them. And break all the temporary blocks. Then you want to come down here and place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ice blocks. And we want to make a little wall like this that goes down like this as well. And for this path, you just want to place ice, and we can break these 2 blocks and make this ice. And we basically just want to make this come down like this. So it should look like this, and we can continue this wall upwards like this. And when the kelp here grows, it's gonna create flowing water here that flows down here. And you also want to add fence gates like this, and these should not be opened, so just place fence gates like that, and it should look like this. Down here you want to place water, and it's going to flow all the way here, and you don't need to place any fence gates and water there, and it's going to flow all the way to here and no more. We then want to make a little roof, so place blue concrete like this on top of the entire thing. And to make the kelp grow here, you might want to place some water on these dispensers. So water on all these dispensers, and then kelp. And so when there's bone meal in all of these, and it grows up to here, it's gonna start flowing down here, but make sure that it's actually become that it's actually grown all the way up until here, because if these starts growing before, it's not going to be able to flow out properly. If you want, you can obviously just place water manually all the way to the top like this, and place like temporary blocks here, then water like this, and then you won't need to wait for the kelp to grow. But this is optional, since if the kelp grows, it's gonna work either way. Not right there. And if you did this, and just break the temporary blocks after. So it should look like this. And make sure you didn't miss a block, because that could really mess it up, like I did here. I missed a block here, so we gotta place water there. And here it also looks like I missed to place some water. So I'm gonna go over this part again and place temporary blocks like this and water it all up. And if you broke any fence gates, replace them, and it should all look like this now. So now we want to make the roof over here like this. And it should now look like this. Now we need to create the system that actually makes the pistons push. For that we want to place a sticky piston on top of this note block with a copper bulb right here, a redstone block right there, then blue concrete here, and comparator here, and another copper bulb right there, blue concrete and comparator. And one final time a bulb with an observer like this, and note block here. Then you want to shift an observer like that, so the arrow should be going into this note block, and then simply observers like that, so it should look like this. And so now if we flick this lever, it's gonna go like this. And if you have it filled up with bone meal, it's gonna work. And now we just need to add an anti-overflow. So if you want to, you can just break this block and purl into here, and make sure you're holding shift and just place comparators all along like this, and make sure the small bit is facing into the note block and the big bit is facing into the hoppers, so like this. And if you come out on the other end, you can just place the blue concrete back on both sides. Then we want to do the same thing on this side. So just purl in here and place comparators like this. Once again, the small bit should be facing into the note blocks and the double thing should be facing into the hoppers. Boom. And that's the first module done. So if you just want this module, it's gonna make 360 kelp a second, and you fill up these crafters with bones. You can place chests like this if you want and fill them up with bones. But yeah, it's supposed to use bones. I think bone blocks work as well, but it's gonna make you less profit. And the kelp comes out here, so you can make a water stream like this if you want. But now we're gonna make the second module. It's basically the entire thing all over again. So yeah, I won't be explaining as much, so you can just look and build. But yeah, but of course you need to build 3 blocks out like this. Then we just want to continue the wall upwards. Then do the same thing on the other side. Now we want to place our dispensers. So place your blue concrete like this, you know, and then the dispensers. Then grab the hoppers and put the dispensers on top, just like we did before. So yeah, like this. And another layer. Then the powering system. I'm just gonna place them like this, but you can place temporary blocks if you want. Okay, there we go. And now we're gonna make the line here. And then we're gonna make it go upwards. So yeah. And note blocks. And then the observers again. And note blocks. Then we're gonna make this system to power the crafters. So just place the observers like I do. And you might have to break these blocks or place some temporary blocks. I'm going to do it like this, so I'll just place that and then some temporary blocks and put it under. So yeah. Then you can break the temporary blocks. And we're gonna put the observers facing upwards. The node blocks. And this time I won't forget about the comparators. But for now, place the crafters. Select all the slots. And the hoppers. And now we're gonna place the hoppers on top of the dispensers. Comparators. And then I'm just gonna place the chests like we did before. And then of course the pistons like this. The yellow concrete and the observer like that. And then build the wall up. And then we're gonna do the other side, so I'll just place yellow concrete here in the middle. We'll sand on top of it. And do concrete. Dispensers. And dispensers. And finally the hoppers on top. With chests. And some temporary blocks. Place the crafters. Select all the slots. And hoppers on top of the crafters. The pistons. Target blocks. Dust. yellow concrete, blue concrete, and then the walls on this side. Then the observers. And here the observers like this. So it should look like that. And here we obviously want to place the little server facing upwards with the note block. That anything over here, actually we want to place our little server facing upwards, the note block like that, and fill this in. Just like that. Then we want to place our glass, so like this. And our yellow stained glass. Oh, I missed some spots. There we go. And the little roof. And we want to break 3 of these. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just all the way along. Place ice on the last layer we broke. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And blue concrete. All the way. And our water there and there. Fence gates. And our... we want to place water. We want to make the wall here actually as well, so... so let's place the glass. And the blocks, and then we want to place our water right here. This. And right here, like this. Actually, no, it's supposed to be this top layer. No, what am I doing? It's supposed to be this layer. Break all the temporary blocks. Oh, actually, I forgot. This is supposed to be 1 block down. Right. Oh, no, I'm breaking the redstone. Oh, great. Gotta fix this. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And let's just start going down here. Yeah, no, this is not supposed to be water here. We can put blocks here. Wrong. We break. Why is there not ice here? Oh, right. Then our fence gates, of course, right here. Water there. Seems like we got a water log right here. Break that. But yeah, water there and water here. And we're gonna make this ice. Blue concrete there. Then the kelp plants, of course, down here. And of course, we want to place our little fence gates right here. You can either grab temporary blocks or just place them like that, like I do. And finally, our blue roof. It's blue concrete on top of everything. And now for this part, I didn't do this yet, so just yeah, it's just observers like this, I guess. So and not supposed to be anything. Oh, actually, yeah, we're supposed to put our comparators right there. So if you want, you can fill in here and place your comparators like this. If you just spam and hold your mouse at the right angle, you can just place them very fast. And then, of course, our servers right here, right there. No blocks. And yellow concrete to fill it up. And yeah, let's not leave a hole there. And yeah, then the powering system. So break that, and I didn't make this yet, so just like that. Then two note blocks, two note blocks. And we're just gonna make this system again. So we place the observers, one right here. And actually, no, that not supposed to be sticking out. I just realized that. Yeah, sticky piston, boom, lever. Oh yeah, we need to break these actually. Because this is supposed to be observers, so you can break this if you're having a hard time to place them, but yeah, just like that. And our server like that. One like that. And then, of course, our sticky piston right there. Bulb, redstone block, boom, 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 boom. Like that. into a node block, servers, and yeah, it should look like that now. Just over there. If we turn this on, yeah, the pistons are gonna power, the dispensers are powering. Actually, no, they're not, because I destroyed the block right there. They're supposed to be there. No, actually, I didn't place it. There we go. Yeah, now they're powering. It's pretty loud though. That's sounding, it's pretty annoying. And yeah, the kelp's gonna come out there and there. And for the auto crafters, you put your bones in these hoppers. Whether you're using a shulker unloader, bone storage, whatever, they just go in the hoppers here, and you can have them here as well. If you want to make a shulker unloader, I guess you can make a hopper line going all the way here and connect them right there. And if you want, you can fill this up as well, so it doesn't look very ugly. It's supposed to be viewed from this angle. And you can move the levers, obviously. You just need this block to be powered. So for example, if you wanted to activate it by a button, you could make this kind of setup. Boom. And a redstone line that goes all the way from over where you want them to power. Just into this bulb. You can make it like that. So if there's a button here, you click it, it's gonna power this. Comparator reads that, powers the piston. Yeah, that's a way to do it if you want to.